Today I'll be presenting on the topic recommendation system. This presentation is guided by Sarah Janvekar. Get started. What is recommender system? Recommender system is actually an unsupervised machine learning algorithm. It's a very powerful technique in terms of business because Google, Facebook, Amazon, all the big giants organization actually use powerful recommended system in order to expand their business. So there are main two types of recommender system. One content based filtering and another collaborative filtering. First we'll see what is content based filtering. Well, let's say we have a movie recommender system where we have only 4 movies, that is Inside Out, Minions, Avengers and Ant-Man. In content based filtering, we always consider only the features or properties of our contents or items. Let's say for these 4 movies, whether these movies are animated or not. Here, Inside Out and Minions are animated movies, but Avengers and Ant-Man is not animated. Let's consider other factors. The movies are Marvel or not. So let's say if we consider Marvels and supervillains exist or not, and Bechdel test is passed or not of these movies, and these movies are alumni or not. So here one thing you can notice that all these features or properties are actually based on the content that is actually our movies. Let's say we already watched Inside Out movies and we liked that movie. So if we consider Inside Out and Minions, here we can see there are 3 properties that match up. And if we consider Inside Out with Avengers, we can see only one property matching, that is Bechdel test. And if we consider Inside Out with Ant-Man, then we can see one property matching, which is alumni. So as we said before, we already watched Inside Out and we liked it. So the based on this content based filtering, recommender system will now recommend Minions based on the matching of these properties. So this is the way content based filtering works. Now let's talk about collaborative filtering. In order to understand how collaborative filtering works, again we are going to consider these 4 movies. Let's say we are going to create a recommend system based on collaborative filtering where we have these 4 movies only, but this time instead of considering the properties of these movies, now we are going to consider how our friends actually rate this movie. Let's say one of our friend Jason liked all these 4 movies. One of our friend Andy didn't like Inside Out and Avengers, but he liked Minions and Ant-Man. And our friend Sarah liked Inside Out and Avengers, but she disliked Minions and Ant-Man. Our friend Sam didn't like Inside Out and Minions, but liked Avengers and Ant-Man. Here we can consider myself. Inside Out and Minions are liked. Inside Out is liked, but Minions, Ant-Man and Avengers is not liked by me. So based on the ratings who liked or not, collaborative filtering is based on that. So let's say we saw Inside Out and we liked this movie, but Andy and Sam didn't like Inside Out. So we can eliminate these two because they did not like Inside Out. But Jason and Sarah liked Inside Out. So let's see what other movies Jason and Sarah liked that we didn't see. So here we can see for Minions we have 1 vote, for Avengers we have 2 votes, and for Ant-Man we have 1 vote. So according to collaborative filtering, the recommender system will recommend us of Avengers. So this is how collaborative filtering works in order to recommend products too. Here one thing you can notice that it didn't consider any features or properties of the content. It totally depends on how people or user rate this product. Collaborative filtering have one big problem, that is cold start problem. What is cold start problem? Well, let's consider you just created a recommender system based on collaborative filtering, but at this moment you don't have any ratings from the user. So how do you recommend any product to your customer based on the collaborative filtering when you just start your recommendation system? There's one way we can solve this problem. First, we create a recommendation system based on content based filtering. Then, after some time, when we have more visitors in our recommended system, then we can ask for ratings for our products, and then we can start off collaborative filtering as well. So, this is an example of hybrid recommender systems, which is the third type of recommender system where actually both is used, content based filtering and collaborative filtering, in order to solve the cold start problem. And most of the powerful recommender system actually use both content based and collaborative filtering and create hybrid recommender system because it leverages the power of both recommender system that we learned earlier. So here we can stop. Thank you.